Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidina Muhammadin ashrafil mursalin wa ala alihi wasahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Okay, so who came here first? Sister Hamisa? Oh,
Same time as this baby.
okay.
No,
Okay,
you came
Our
first.
salam the same time.
Okay. I thought you came first.
So we give Sister
Yeah,
Hamisa.
just 2 seconds.
Of course, Sister Adila is the first one. Of course, but
Yes.
Yes.
She will get the difficult one.
So it's far. What is far here?
Fa Atifa.
Okay. Alpha. Alpha. And man.
Mine is Isim Mausul.
Is the Mosul? Are you sure?
Can be.
Cannot. Because what comes after that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mal. So it's not
Isim
Isim
Syarat.
Mosul.
Isim
Yeah.
Syarat.
Yes, that's right. It's an
Yes.
Isim Shad. Yeah.
Ghairu Jazim. Jazim, sorry.
Jazim. Yeah. Because the following fi'il is majzum. And it's mabni on
Mabni ala sukun.
yes. Fi mahali.
Fi mahali rafa.
Yes. And when it is rafa, what can it possibly be?
Mubtada.
Mubtada. Good. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Then the next one, Sister Bibi. Ya Amal, can you give me the Sarf first, please?
Ain Mim Lam.
Ain Mim Lam.
Family one.
Family one.
Amila Ya'malu.
Amila Ya'malu. Ya. Oh, sorry. This would be Sami'a family, right?
Yes. Ya'malu.
And what did you find out about the master?
I didn't find. I can.
It's something that we
Amal.
always say. It is something that, yeah. Amalan. Yeah. Amalan. Sorry. Fahuwa.
Amilun.
So what is it here in this ayah?
This fi'al mudari.
Amilun. It's a mudari, fi'al mudari.
Majzum.
And how do we know it's majzum?
Bisukun.
And then you're going to tell me also another role. This fi'al mudari is doing one role, right? Majzum.
Fi'al shart.
Majzum. Bisukun. And the fa'il first, my dear?
Fa'il is domir.
Fa'il.
Domir mustatir.
Domir mustatir.
Jawazan.
Jawazan.
Taqdiruhu huwa.
Taqdiruhu huwa. Taqdiruhu.
Spelling.
Oh, sorry. Will it correct it for me? Yes, it will. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Okay, and it is the fi'il
shart.
Wa. Fi'il shart. Can I say huwa here? Yeah.
Okay. Wa huwa fi'il shart. Wa huwa fi'il shart. Yeah. Spelling.
Yeah.
Wahua, no space, I think.
Okay, doesn't like that. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, wow, shouldn't be by itself. Okay, Alhamdulillah. And now, Sister Adila, drum roll. This is
Mafubihi.
Mafubi.
Mansub
Mafubi.
bil-fathah.
Okay. Mansub al-Fatha.
When the Sarf.
Yes, please. Is there?
Sa Qaf Lam, yes.
Sa Qaf Lam. Sa. Where's my Sa? Yep.
Sa, not Shin.
Ah.
Okay, hold on. Let me make it red first. Sa Qaf Lam.
Family 1. Karuma family. Sakula, yes, Kulu.
It doesn't want to go red. Okay.
Don't do one by one. The triple click, the whole line. Triple click. Triple click.
What do you
Triple
mean by
click.
triple?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's
Triple
triple
click.
click.
Yes.
Oh.
Like that?
Oh, yours
Okay.
can't? No, this is
Mine-
not triple click.
Mine becomes orange.
Control
But
Z.
this is like a comment already.
Yeah. Control Z.
Control Z. Okay.
Mhm.
Never mind. I'll do it later.
Yes.
Karuma family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sakula.
Sakula. Mhm.
Yes. Kulu.
Ulu. Yeah. And
Fahuwa Sakilun.
okay, not
The
Masaya.
master is Saklan.
Sakalan.
Mm.
Sakalan.
I
Yeah.
think so. I don't have the harakah on my paper. I mean on my document.
Let's have
But I
a
will
look.
double check.
Okay, let's just open it.
Qaf Lam.
Sa. Sa. Qaf Lam and not Shin. Okay. Where are we? Here we go.
Oh,
Oh.
it's Karuma family. That is
This is
Karuma,
right? I'm looking at the right thing, right?
Sakula,
Yes.
Yaskulu,
Oh, so it's
Sakalan.
Siklan.
To be
Siklun.
heavy. To be heavy is the correct meaning. Okay.
Siklun and Sikal or
it's
Sakal.
Siklan and Sakola.
Okay. Let me see this. Okay. Siklan, right? Not
Yes.
this one.
Yes.
Siklan. Siklan and
Sakola.
With the Tamarbuta.
Sakola.
Alif.
Like this.
Yes.
Sakalatun, sakalatin. Okay. All right. So I will try this. I'll practice the triple click later. Hopefully I'll get it right.
And this is Ism Allah.
Okay. Do we
It's
have a plural for this?
Yes.
Miskal.
So
With
this
call is the word we have,
is-
the
oh.
mufrad.
Isim ala. How do I put that in? Ala. And
You want to put it there? Or
I'll-
is oh.
never mind. It's okay. I'll put it here and I'll make it.
And then the
hopefully-
jama is masaqi.
Masajid. Mafatih.
Like masabi.
Yes, like masabi.
Not bad. So yeah. I'll never get a nice green on this one. Okay. All right. So Zoratin. Zorah will be Sister Hamisa's turn again.
Sarf is
Oh yes, this was also Wahua.
Which one? Miskala. Oh, okay.
Misqala.
Taqilun.
Wahua. It has another row since this is mudaf. So this would be your. If this is yeah, so this would be your misqala would be your mudaf. Yeah. See, Sister Hamisa is so advanced, she's forgotten the basics already. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, Zarratin. Here we go.
Zarratin is mudaf ilay
مضاف عليه
majrul bil kasrah.
بالكسرة.
مجرور.
مجرور بالكسرة. الحمد لله. Mhm. Do we have the plural for Zara? Do you know, Sister Misa?
I think there's none. Maybe
Let's have a look. What's that? What are the root letters for?
Zeroro.
Okay, thank you. So I just typed this one, right? When it's repeated. Zara.
يضر.
Plus
Here in this,
80.
يضر.
is
Plus
this
8.
Oh, plus 80.
So how
this
do you
one?
pronounce?
Zarat, is it?
Oh, Zarrat.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Zarratun.
Zarat.
Misqala.
Oh, but it's not Atin, Atun. Oh, okay.
It is it is Atun
I
Atin
think-
Atin.
Zarratun, Zarratin, Zarratin.
Yes.
Okay. So it will look like something like this, I hope. This is correct. Mhm. The shadda will be on Ra.
No alif after the za.
Ah, okay. So the alif is after the Ra.
Mm.
The Ra. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So is that all right, Sister Misa?
The jamak sign.
Now, how do I get this to be the small one, the subscript? Is it under here?
Yeah.
Format. Text, is it? Okay, alhamdulillah. So the same thing here. Okay, thank you very much. It's not good. Yeah, I need to practice my double click, as you see. And this is going up. Okay, I'll correct that later. Okay. Thank you. So the next one is Sister Bibi, khairan.
Khairan, tamyiz.
Okay.
Tamyiz mansub bil fatha.
Any other option?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Uh,
Because we have misqala, right?
Let's
So
call
it's
and the
it's
weight,
a
right?
mubaham, yeah.
Okay.
Is there other options?
It was badal.
Oh,
Oh.
badal for darra. No.
Misqala.
Oh.
Misqala.
Misqala.
So describing miscall in a way, you know, because it depends on what type of bada we're looking at, right? So it's like a description as well. But
Oh, you can use the khairan only also, right? فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ خَيْرًا. Instead of misqala darratin, you can also use
Yeah,
khairan alone.
probably.
Yeah.
Yes, and also it's also talking about good of the weight, right? The goodness of the weight. That's another way of looking at it. Oh, this one. Sister Adila, thank goodness. Alhamdulillah. It is your turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
So this would be in red again. Let me put it here.
You
Yeah.
do the Sarf first, is it?
Yeah, let's do the Sarf.
Ra, Hamza, ya.
My weakness for Hamza. Alhamdulillah.
Don't say that.
Inshallah. Yeah, you're right. My strength.
It's your strength. It's our strength.
Our strength. Without words,
Yes.
what would we do? Okay.
Family 1.
Yes, family run.
Ra'a, yara,
Ah, yara. Oh, sorry.
Ra. Yeah. Ra.
Yara. This is the only one, right? Yara. Okay. And Masdar.
Master, ru'yah, and ra'yan.
Ru'yah and ra'yan. How do I do my ra'yan?
Hamzah and an
Stand in.
alif. Yes.
Yeah.
Ya, fathah alif.
Oh. Sorry?
Ya,
Fathah
ya.
time.
Correct, correct. Ya,
Oh, okay.
fathah time, alif. Mhm.
Okay, ra'yan. This would be ru'yatan. Fahuwa
Ra'in.
suddenly goes black. Fahuwa ra'in. Allah.
This
Okay.
is Jawabul Shad.
Okay, this is Jawabul Shad.
So, fi'il
we-
mudari.
So we put here fi'il mudari, Jawabul Shad.
Zoom.
Majzum
This is another way of writing it. Majzum
bihazaf harf illah.
B has harfu illa. Is that
Wal
okay?
fa'il
Fa'il. No space between the ataf and that. Yes. Fa'il.
Domir mustatir.
Dhamir mustatir.
Jawazan taqdiruhu huwa.
Jawazan takdiruhu huwa.
And then the ha
that little ha.
is domir muttasil.
Wa al-ha. Dhamir muttasil.
Fi mahali nasab. Maf'ul bihi.
Ali. Nasab mahubihi. So we've come to the
We haven't
Yeah.
talked about the khabar of the mubtada.
Yeah, hold on. So here's our haba. Sorry, here's our mubtada. Yeah. Man ya'mal. So where do you think the haba is?
You're not asking me, right?
I'm asking all three of you. All three of you. So who can?
Is it from Mithqal Hazaratin?
Yes, the jawab starts from there because we sit here, right?
Jawab is
Ra'a,
Yarahu.
Rahahu.
But the khabar is the same, or is it from فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ? From Mithqal. I'm not
From
sure.
Ya'mal.
It's the whole thing.
Oh,
The
Ya'mal,
whole
yeah.
thing from the fi'il shad to the jawabu shad, right?
Okay.
So what do we put it here? Cut here.
Jumla, yeah.
I'll do this in brown since it's a jumla. So a jumla of shad, yeah, the condition itself and its jawab.
Jawab bushad.
And this whole thing is in the slot of, in the place of
في محل رفع.
في محل رفع
خبر.
of man,
Man. Mm.
which is the mubtada. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Right. Can we do the translations, Sister Hamisa, for this one?
Mm,
Mhm.
and whoever
And whoever
do
and
Yes.
whoever does,
to
because
scholar is the weight there.
I'll put does because it's a single person,
And
Yep.
and
does the weight
and
of
because this is nakirah, right? Zaratin, and atoms,
Wait.
weight of good.
atoms weight, alhamdulillah, weight of good. What will happen?
He will see it.
We'll see it.
His it will.
The it
Oh,
will
he
be this
sees
one.
it.
The it will be yara is the huwa that we saw just now,
Mm.
right?
Okay.
In the
He sees it.
How do we know it's future here? Because it's conditional. Yeah. Who will see it? So when it's conditional, we normally will say
Okay,
will
he will
see
see
it.
it.
Didn't realize that either. Okay, alhamdulillah. This is quite big. Okay. So the next one should be simple because it's now wa man ya'mal misqala zarratin sharran yarah. So when we have
Maktub
this
soal, eh?
wa, yeah,
Maktub
dear.
soal.
I know Sister Hamista loves this, so please do the honors.
Aduh.
How would you write it now? we are not going to break down everything, is it? So we're just going to say
No, I don't know, sorry.
Yes, it's correct. What you said is correct.
you want me to write?
Maktub to the whole sentence, is it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm.
Alhamdulillah.
So the
So
whole sentence here is maktuf to the whole
the whole
sentence
sentence
before.
there.
Yes.
So what we will do is, that means all of this,
can
we
delete,
kind of
yeah.
like write it already, can?
Mhm.
I'm just going to make it light because, basically it's the same thing. Yeah. And we know Sharan is also either Tamyiz or if we want to look at it as Badal as well. Yeah.
Same thing, yeah.
Okay. So here we will say Ma'tuf. Give me a nice sentence. Ma'tufa. Sister Misa.
Maktub
Mm.
mean or be?
Ma'tufa B because of the wow. Yeah.
Jumlah before it.
Ma'tufa because of the wow.
Bil wow.
Ala.
Ala jumlah min qab.
Good effort.
Okay.
I don't know.
Or you can just
Allah.
copy the
Qablaha.
whole thing. Allah faman ya'mal mithqala
Okay,
zarratin
okay.
khayran yarah.
So the first one. Okay. Allah. So we shall take this one. So we are clear which sentence we are following. Oops, sorry. Okay, alhamdulillah. If you want to write the other way, we can also say something like this. Mind my colors. Okay, so Allah, we can say the jumla or al-ayah because it is a whole sentence, right?
Mm.
So we just put the al. How do I spell this? I don't know which lam.
Normal lam.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, al-ayah. Al-karimah, just to give it the due respect that it is. Okay. And then the one that you wanted to say before it, right? So,
Sad.
yeah. This is one way. I'm not saying it's the
Masa
only way. Yeah. And then we say that it's Iraab, the Iraab it is the same as the one of the other one. Yeah.
Tu'rabu i'rabuha, right?
I'rabuha.
Tu'rabu i'rabuha.
Tu'rabu i'rabu. Do you want me to put you the haraka for this? Yeah. Yeah. Tu'rabu
I'rabuha.
i'rabuha. So now we're going to do the translation, even though it's the Iraab is easy. Now we do the translation. Okay, Sister Bibi, the honors is yours.
And whoever
And whoever
does an atom's weight
an atom's weight
of evil
of evil,
will see.
let's see. Yeah. Yeah, in English we can drop the doer, yeah, because it's understood that that person is going to see. Alhamdulillah. Okay. So now we are going to, any questions here? Because I'm going to start the balaghah thing on istifham. Okay, on istifham. So if there's no questions, we will proceed with that. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So let me share my notes. These notes came from the Bayinah one, yeah, so it is not from K2K because I don't attend K2K classes. No, it is quite well, it's quite long. It's based on a book that Ustad uses.
Sorry, before you continue, I think you need to zoom a bit more.
Okay, I'm trying to.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
good.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so we did until number 13 that day. So we are going to continue with something called Ta'rib. Yeah, so this is asking a question, but it has a secondary meaning. It's not a question where you want to know the answer per se. Yeah. So in this case, Ta'rib is to encourage. Okay, one of the example that he gave was this one. Yeah. And it's saying here, who is it that will loan Allah a goodly loan so that he may multiply it for him many times over? Yeah, so it's a question, but it is there to encourage you, of course, to do good. Yeah, because Allah says if you do good, then we will reward you accordingly. There is also something called tashweek, which I mentioned before. Yeah, the difference between tashweek and taghrib is tashweek, you just want the person to listen to what you have to say. Yeah, you want the person to listen to what you say. So you put it in a very enticing way. Okay, but taghrib, not only do you want him to listen, you want him to act upon it. That's the difference. Yeah, so this is something that the person will listen to and he will do something about it, not just listen. Okay, so that's the difference between tashweek and taghrib.
What's the example of tashwiq that we have before?
The tashweek here, I do not have it here with me. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will put that in the notes later on. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Then we have a dua. This is simple. Yeah. It is a question, but in a form of like a plea. In this case, yeah. Atuhlikuna bima fa'ala shufaha'u minna. Would you destroy us for what the foolish among us have done? So some of his people, of course, did not believe. Yeah. But just because of these people who do not believe, are you going to destroy us? You know, he's saying that to Allah. So this is some more like, please don't destroy us. Yeah, basically that's what basically he's telling Allah because of this view. Okay, if you can call it view. Okay, then we have al-ard. Al-ard here is like a command, but it's more like you don't command somebody who's either at your level or higher than your level. You don't approach them in a commanding, you don't tell them to do something. You need to go up to them and you make a proposal. You want to take this or do you not want to take this? Okay, something like that. So this is what it means here when Harun and Musa alayhi salam went to see the Fir'aun. they asked him, would you be willing to purify yourself? In other words, would you believe, come to the straight path, basically. Yeah. So this is more like what we call ittimas, a request for someone who is at your level. Yeah. So that's the question. Fakul halaka illa an tazakka. Yeah. So politely telling him, do you want to believe? Then we have something here called as istinas. Yes, this word seems to be quite, has many roles to it. So this is a question that expresses love or care behind it. It can also be motivational. I'll show you what I mean by motivational. Okay. So in this case, it's like if you go up to your daughter when you see that she's upset and you say, are you okay? The question. Or if you're the husband, you come back home and there's the meal on the table and you want to show something, you want to show your appreciation, you say, are you the one who cooked this delicious meal? Of course, it's your wife, and nobody's going to come in the house and cook other than her. Yes, so this is what it means. Yeah. An example from the Quran is here from Surah Taha. This is when Moses went to the mountain, yeah, and Allah, he saw a fire, wasn't it? Right? He went there, and then the conversation started between him and Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Yeah, and Allah asked him, "What is that in your right hand, Musa?" He said, "What's that in your right hand, Musa?" So of course, Musa is his staff. This is what I use, to keep my sheep or whatever in order, things like that. He knows the answer really, but it's just him saying it in a nice way. It's showing his love for Musa. So questions like this, I just want to highlight here. We learn about jumlah khabariyah, yeah, to tell someone something that he doesn't know, or to tell someone something that he does know. Okay, questions also can be the same way. You can ask someone something because you generally don't know. Or you can ask a question, but you know it. Okay, you already know the answer, but you're asking a questions for all these reasons. So this is a terminology that we use in Balagha. Yeah, this is lazimu fa'ida al-khabar. Lazim here meaning that you know is something that you are, how do you say, used to. Yeah, so that's why it's lazim. Fa'ida al-khabar is the one normal. Yeah, the normal question that you ask. So just now we saw here something that expresses love. Now we're seeing something that is motivational. No, when Ustad Numan said this, it sounded so American. But I can't duplicate the sound. But I think you know what you mean. Okay? This is when you're cheering someone on. So who are we? So the team will say, we are number one. That sort of thing. That sort of motivation. So when you're asking a question, okay, or maybe a father to the little daughter. So who's this little girl? Whose little girl are you? That sort of thing. That kind of, but that runs more on love, not so much motivational. Yeah. So it's a question that the little girl knows, okay, I'm your little girl, your baby girl, the one that you love, the only girl, maybe the only daughter. Yeah. So this sort of questions that we ask. Then we have here, which is opposite, which is tahwil, a question that is there to terrify. We see this in a lot in the short surahs towards the end. Yeah. Al-Haqqa, Mal-Haqqa. What other things can you think of in this form? Can you think of other surahs in this form?
Al-Qari'ah, Mal-Qari'ah.
Yes, Ma. Wa ma adrama qari'ah. Yeah. So this is something to shake you, to terrify you. Yeah. Then there's something called al-istib'ad. Al-istib'ad is when you ask something that is not likely to happen. One example here that he's given us is when the wife of Ibrahim. The name of the wife of Ibrahim, does anyone know in this case?
Sarah.
Sarah, yeah?
Yes,
Sarah. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give birth, an old lady, that sort of question. So this is istibad. Or he quoted here. He was saying that you are going to learn Arabic, as if like it's an impossible thing for you, then it won't go in. It won't go in. The other example here is when Allah talked about here. This is nice. Yeah. أَنَّ لَهُمُ الذِّكْرَى وَقَدْ جَاءَهُمْ رَسُولٌ مُبِينٌ. So here, Allah is saying if I'm already sending you the best of my best, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, right? And you're still not getting it, what hope is there? Basically that's what he's saying. So if the best messenger was not helpful for them, then how can anything else be? So this question is not to ask, what else can be better? Yeah, it's a question of like, give up lah. We have given you this, but you don't listen. Yeah, there's something like that. And here is this is not from the Quran, but it's about Qarun, about someone who's saying, how am I going to get as rich as Qarun? Yeah, because Qarun, remember, even the keys to his treasures were carried by animals, more than one animal. So this is a question when you're asking something that is impossible, when you're talking about something that is impossible. Then here he brought up something called at-tahadi. It comes from tahadda, yatahadda, tahaddi, at-tahadi, fahuwa mutahaddin. Yeah, to challenge someone. Well, we saw this, I think. Did we see this earlier? Ta'zim, if I'm not mistaken, was under ta'zim, where you want to amplify somebody's status. This is what we do with Allah, basically. Yeah. I don't know whether, here, ta'zim. Yeah. So in this case, the tone was more on who else? He's the only one who has this ability. Okay. But Ustad Numan, he was more inclined to look at this. He said, it's more like, where am I? Have gone too far? No. Okay. He said that it's more like a challenge. So you see, the secondary meanings can have all sorts of names. You don't have to worry so much. What I've done is I put the first 12 at the top there, the ones that we commonly find in the Quran, and the ones down here maybe not so commonly found in the Quran. Yeah, and you can have your own interpretation of what that question means. There's no hard and fast rule about it. Okay, there's no hard fast rule. Of course, there's some things that are out of the question. I mean, meaning that it doesn't make sense to say that this question means that. Yeah, but most of the time you are given that leeway where you can, okay, this is a challenge to me. It sounds more like a challenge to me than it does in honoring Allah, for example. Yeah. So here it's like, who is it that's going to intercede alongside him? Unless it's with his permission. I mean, who dares? This is the sort of question you ask and everybody just falls silent. Nobody want to say anything because you know that this is something more like a challenge. Try lah if you can. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, tahdid. Sorry, a bit of Singapore Malaysian lah there, but you understand what I mean. Another one here is al-istinba. I think al-istinba. There's a sukun up here. Yeah. Yeah. So a question asked when trying to understand. This one we sometimes do this, isn't it? When there's something that is beyond your comprehension and you ask this question. So here, this question, usually there is behind it a kind of frustration. You're trying to understand something, your head can't, go around it. There's no way you can comprehend it. Why is this happening? No, we did this, and it's still happening. Why is this happening? That sort of thing. So, or why didn't this work? Didn't we do this? Didn't we do that? Everything should fall into place, but why didn't this work? So this is the sort of question we're looking at. Now here, in this case here, the one that is quoted here, this is from Surah Al-Baqarah. This is when all the enemies were surrounding them, yeah, and they were in fear that, when is the help of Allah coming? They have this kind of, well, in this case, isn't Allah going to help? I can say it's frustration. There's a certain amount of fear in it, yeah, because has Allah left us, something like that. So this is, yeah. Sorry, Sister Zarina?
I said helplessness, like they will be tortured.
Like you don't know what to do now, yeah.
Or urgency.
Urgency, I think there is a name for that, but not on this list. Not on this list, yeah.
Okay.
It could be tahassur. Okay. So here under tanbih, this is khata. This is when someone has made a mistake and you're questioning them so that they realize they are about to do something wrong or they have done something wrong. Yeah, it points out a mistake. So here, we know this. قال أتستبدلون الذي هو أدنى بالذي هو خير. What was this talking about? Anyone knows?
The food.
Yes, manna
And
was
they ask for
salwa,
the-
right?
yeah.
Yeah, and all they
Yeah.
what did they ask? Well, the kisa, things like that.
Basaliha.
Basaliha. When they've got manna and salwa dropping from the sky, so this was something, well, the Israelis were asking. Or this is a day-to-day question. Yeah? Are you going over the speed limit? You go over someone's shoulder, look above and looking at the speedometer. Are you going over the speed limit? So it's not that you don't know they are going over the speed limit. You do know. You're telling them. Are you sure you're doing this? So that's what this is all about. Yeah, hot talk, to point out someone's mistake. Now in this one, batil is when you want to tell someone with a question that this is not true. This is not true. Okay. So here, Allah is saying, are you going to make the deaf hear, Ya Muhammad, or guide the blind, or someone who is in clear error? There's something that is not possible in a way. Yeah, not possible in a way. But so this is to point out something that is false, that is not true. So there's no point in arguing with them, yeah, because the raswa is already over their eyes and their hearts. Here now is tahassur, a question that expresses regret. Okay, it can be when we're looking back, or it can be for something in the future. Okay, why did I not say yes? No, I should have said yes. Too late now. You didn't say yes, so now you've missed the opportunity. Yeah, why didn't I accept that job offer? No, or is there any way out of this? Now, this one is a situation we do not want to be in. This is the ones, the disbelievers, the wrongdoers, zalimun. Yeah, because they see the azab in front of them, and they're saying, "Can we go back? Can we go back? And we'll do this again. We'll do this again. We'll do whatever it is that you ask us to do. We will obey all your commands and things like that." Yeah, so we do not want to be in this situation. Yeah. So this is tahassur. Real regret. Can't do much anything. It's done. It's water under the bridge, as they say. Yeah. Now this one is interesting. Maybe it's the less common ones. Yeah. A taksir. A question that asks how great a number or how little a number. When you say how little a number means how greatly little it is in a way. Yeah. When you say how small, really small it is, or how big it is. And this is more like how do you say? More like saying, let's do an example. Yeah. For example here. I did not copy paste the poetry down here because I didn't really know how to say the poetry. But in the poem, the poet was talking about graves. Okay, he was talking about graves. And he actually referred to the people of Ad. The people of Ad were, the whole nation was obliterated, right? So he said that, he's like trying to tell them, that we have nothing to be proud of, really. The only thing that we can be proud of is that, there are more graves in our village or in our town than there were graves for the people of Ad. Yeah, he's saying that it's possibly the only thing they could take pride in. Yeah, so sometimes you do this just to exaggerate something. You get what I mean? Maybe it's not, but in terms of numbers. Yeah, in terms of numbers. So in this case, Al-Lazina yazunnuna annahum mulakullahi. This one is, how many times has a smaller group overcome a bigger group? By Allah's command. And Allah is with the steadfast. This is about badal, I think. Yeah, because a small group overcoming a big group. So this is a question asked. Yeah, not because he wants to know how many people were against how many people, but to show that a small group can overcome a bigger group. So there is another meaning. There's a tertiary meaning behind. There is a tertiary meaning behind this question. Yeah, meaning that the third meaning is to show that there is this discrepancy of numbers. Yeah, so we can also have that kind of question. And the last one here that I will mention, inshallah, is a shakwa. A shakwa is complaints. This one, I think we do this in every day. You know this? Yeah. Where's the train? Why is my food cold? Why are you late? Why haven't you done your homework? That sort of thing. So this is more like a complaint. Yeah. So يقولون هل لنا من الأمر من شيء. This one were the hypocrites who went to Uhud. Yeah, they went because they were pretending they were believers, right? And then when they saw the war was going, the battle was getting more and more heated, some turned back. Some turned back. But some were too, how do you say, ashamed to turn back. Just for the sake of, pride. For the sake of pride, they didn't turn back. But of course, they're not going to feel comfortable about it. And so they're saying, do we have any say in this decision? That sort of thing. So now we're going to get killed for nothing. That's how they look at it. Yeah, that's how they can look at it. And that will be the result of it, because that was their niyat. They didn't go there for the sake of Allah. So they are going to get killed for nothing. Yeah. So this is a shakwa. A shakwa, inshallah. Okay, alhamdulillah. Any questions on that one? I will try and look up for the tashweek. This is Dadillah, inshallah, and I'll put it inside this list.
Inshallah. Jazakallah khairan.
So meaning,
Jazakallah khairan.
yeah, we were early
You have not
today.
given us the second part of the notes, isn't it?
Oh, not yet. So I will give the second part of the notes. And inshallah, next week, we are going to do Surah
Al-Bayyinah.
Bayyinah, all about Bayyinah. Yes. Okay. Subhanallah wa bihamdik. Asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Jazakallah khairan.
Amin, amin wa iyyakum.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.